This shouldn't be possible. Two pieces of metal, not touching, not connected, and yet, they move, they pull, they snap together like something invisible is dragging them across space. How can something push or pull without contact? What is actually happening between them? Is there something we can't see? Or is this just physics pretending to be magic? Hold two magnets close together. Slowly, carefully. Before they even touch, you feel it. A force, a resistance, or a pull. It feels almost alive, like there's tension in the air between them. But there's nothing there. No rope, no glue, no visible connection, just empty space. Or is it? Today on Simple Things, Why and How, we're uncovering the invisible force hiding inside one of the most ordinary objects in your home. Because magnets don't just stick, they change the space around them. To understand magnets, we have to zoom in, way in. Everything around you is made of atoms. Atoms are tiny. So tiny you could never see one with your eyes. Inside every atom are even smaller particles, electrons. And electrons do something interesting. They move. And when electrons move, they create a tiny magnetic effect. Most of the time, in most materials, those tiny magnetic effects cancel each other out. They point in random directions, like a crowd of people all facing different ways. No order, no pattern, no overall force. But inside a magnet, something special happens. Many of those tiny magnetic parts line up. They face the same direction. Imagine millions of tiny arrows all pointing the same way. Now the magnet has a north pole and a south pole. And here's the key. Magnets don't just affect objects. They affect space. Around every magnet is something called a magnetic field. You can't see it, but it's there. It stretches outward in all directions, like invisible lines flowing from one end to the other. When two magnets get close, their magnetic fields interact. If opposite poles face each other, north and south, those invisible fields connect, and the magnets pull together. If the same poles face each other, north and north, the fields push apart. That empty space between them? It isn't truly empty. It's filled with influence, with invisible structure, with force. Magnets don't need to touch, because the space between them is already doing the work. But here's where it gets even stranger. Magnets aren't just about magnets. They're connected to electricity. Every time electricity flows through a wire, it creates a magnetic field. And every moving magnetic field can create electricity. So here's the real question. Are magnets just frozen electricity? In a way, yes. Magnetism and electricity are deeply connected. They are two parts of the same fundamental force of nature, electromagnetism. This isn't just about fridge magnets. This is one of the core forces that holds atoms together. That powers your phone. That runs your city. That literally shapes matter itself. What felt like magic is one of the deepest laws of the universe. Now let's zoom out. Far beyond your hands. Far beyond your house. The Earth itself is a giant magnet. Deep inside our planet, liquid metal moves. That movement creates a massive magnetic field surrounding Earth. And that invisible shield does something extraordinary. It protects us from solar radiation, from charged particles flying through space. Without Earth's magnetic field, life as we know it might not exist. Compasses work because of it. Animals navigate because of it. Auroras, the northern and southern lights, glow because of it. All because of invisible magnetic fields shaping space around our planet. Magnets aren't small. They're planetary. They're cosmic. They're everywhere. The next time you hold a magnet, pause before they snap together. Feel that invisible tension, that silent pull. You're not just holding metal. You're holding a force that reaches beyond touch. A force that connects atoms. That powers technology. That shields our planet. That quietly shapes reality itself. And the strangest part? It's been there all along. Invisible. Silent. Working in the background of your everyday life. Magnets don't need to touch. Because the universe is never truly empty. There are forces woven into space itself. Forces we can't see, but can feel. That's the power of simple things. They look ordinary, until you ask how. Subscribe to Simple Things, Why and How. See you in the next video.